Alright guys, we're just going to get all set up. I know I was supposed to start at 6, but I figure if I started a little early, I can end a little early because I got some shit I got to take care of on both the home front as well as the gaming, as well as my work front as well. So basically, if you guys remember, yesterday what we went ahead and did was we got up to a point in the game where the user could, I'm going to use my fake name. So basically we got up to this point where the user could create a company and then boom. And then they could hire somebody, which would add to the monthly flow. And basically what we're doing is we're taking care of all the gameplay aspects of the game before we start adding the idle game functions to the game. We're just making all the simple stuff. Oh, and then we ended it with being able to create the game itself, which was, we're going to create a game to get us to the testing grounds. We're going to call this Robo Rick's Sexual Adventure. Genre is going to be adult, and then this is kinky. And then we ran into this bug yesterday, so I'm going to try to solve this first. So, more tools. Because basically what it's doing is it's creating it, and we're creating the game, but once it gets to this line of code, it's not pushing through. So what I think I'm going to try to do instead is I'm going to move this out of the scope a little bit. Oh, cool. I see some folks on YouTube. What up? Say hello, everybody. Alright, cool. So basically, for submit form, I'm going to create a new back to main function. And then once the form is submitted and everybody's golden, what we're gonna do is we're just simply gonna go this dot back to main, and then send the user back to where they were. So basically, we're just gonna go through the dog and pony show all over again. And I have a feeling it has to do with the form itself. Because the form switches locations once you hit enter. So I can go new game, TechWarriorz, Robo Rick, start. Because we made it all responsive like. Hey, Happy New Year, Stephen Anthony. Hope you're doing well, buddy. So we click here. I'm going to hire somebody. Great. Start a new project. Test, test, test. And boom, we fixed it. We're back. We have a game. So that's awesome. Now I think the problem could be on enter as well. So I'm just simply let's just test it. I'll just refresh the data because there's a few other things I need to do. Shit. All right. So it's test. Test, test, enter. Oh wait, yeah, you can't do enter on this. You gotta just simply click it and okay, boom, we're fine. Okay, great. I'm just gonna restart everything, and I already fixed a bug, so yay us. Oh, and then we should probably add a continue button. That way the user doesn't have to start a new game every single time. Stephen Anthony is with us in the chat. That's awesome. Kesus Kim, Happy New Year. Bumping just before going out. Now here is morning, January 2nd. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hello. I greatly appreciate that. Kesus, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Alright, so TechWarriorz, Robo-Rick. And keep in mind, guys, this is all going to be browser-based within Newgrounds, so they're not going to be able to have that same back functionality. What we want to do is we want to be able to manage the game now and assign certain users to the thing. So certain users to certain portions. So we're going to call this one Robo-Rick. Robo. Genre, let's call it a comedy. And this one we'll just call it Robo-Rick's slightly homosexual adventure, because I'm all inclusive. Robo-Rick explores places he has never explored before. Alright, cool. Boom. Alright, now we're back to the main page. And guys, I get a little silly, so please don't be offended. This is just who I am. It's what I do. Alright, so next thing I want to do is create that manage game section. So what we need to do is very simple. Go up here, go to new file. And I need to Control S because I'm in Sublime, and what I'm going to do now is going to be called game-manage.js. And then this guy I need to import, I'll move this here just so there's no overlap. I need to import React, comma, and then in single bangers component from React. You can do with or without semicolons there. It really doesn't matter. Shit. Which social network is going to give me the most? Is it going to be Twitch or is it going to be YouTube? Yesterday, YouTube was winning, guys. I don't know. Alright, so then what I need to do is export default class game manage extends component constructor props, just to get any props passed into this thing ready. We're going to do a super props. And for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a render. That's just going to return a div. This is where some management will happen. So at the end of this code along, guys, I'm submitting this work to Newgrounds. That's why it's more of just like us hanging out and writing code together. I will put it on GitHub probably 2 weeks after I release the game, you know, after it's old news. Okay, so this is where the magic will happen. I need to go to my index.js and I need to import that. So I'm going to do import game manage. I think that's what we called it. Yep. From dot select. Got them butterfingers. Components / game manage.js. And before I do anything else, route path equals / we're going to go game manage, and then the component is going to equal game manage. No. I will purchase a license when I feel like you're worth purchasing a license, Sublime Text, you goddamn a-holes. Oh, and guys, if you also want, it'll really give us a boost if you also open us up on Twitch, twitch.tv / TechWarriorz, just to initially get the initial traffic up in their creative portal. In fact, I need to edit that real quick. Just need to do a little bit of clerical work here because I don't have a guy. I should get a guy. Edit. Let's go with part 2. And I'm gonna add React.js as a hashtag. Done. Okay, great. And then if you guys go there, you can see my new stream schedule. I'm gonna make it an assertive effort to go on at least 5 times a week starting off. If you guys like Twitch better, you can watch us on Twitch. If you like Hitbox better, you can watch us on Hitbox, Beam, Azubu, everywhere. This stream's now available everywhere. I'm not gonna categorize our content anymore. I'm just gonna throw it everywhere and watch it on whatever platform you damn well choose. And now I just need to go to the live function. My new stream schedule. Oh, and let me just change this real quick. Part 2. And then you guys should hit like if you like the page, because that's awesome. If you do, if you don't, it's all good. Okay. All right. So now we need to manage said game. So I'm gonna go to main game, and then I'm just gonna create a new function. Start or manage game. And I believe it's just game manage. Yep. All right, cool. We got game manage, and then we just need to give it an on-click, manage production, you know what, manage game. All right, cool. So now we have manage game. Everything is fine and dandy, just like candy. Now when we click on it, boom, this is where some management will happen. Awesome. I decided we're only going to let the user do 1 game at a time, and we're just building the bare bones stuff. I mean, I'm going to do like probably a good month and a half on this code series just so we can make it as good as possible. Okay. So we have the game, the title, and then what I want to do is have a section for marketing, for programming, for all those things, and then I want on this side of the page for you to have any of your available employees, and then we'll let you assign that employee to one of these guys over here. So okay. So let's go into this guy. Actually, let's first do a little bullshit architecture, because someone told me I should start doing this with you guys just so you get an idea. You can see it before I build it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use some shapes right now. Okay, so on this side of the page, what I'm gonna do is this is gonna have a list of like all the possible aspects of the game itself, and then this side of the page, and then this side of the page is going to have like the employees. So do you guys see what we're saying? So this is gonna be the game stats. And then this is going to be the possible employees. So these are going to be anybody on your roster is going to be right there. And then anything involving the game is going to be on this side over here. You're going to be able to assign your user to whatever portion of the game it's on, and then you'll be able to move freely from that point on. But I wanna implement some rules though, so we're gonna jump right into that. And I saw some people on Twitch. Hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to say hello in the chat room. I like to respond to people. Okay. So first off, what we need to do is I'm just gonna do component will mount, And on this section, what I need to do is import save game, get game data. Give it a little spaces right here. From /services / storage -service.js. And then what we're gonna need is I'm gonna set a this state equals. We're gonna have game data, which is gonna start off as an empty block. Then we're going to have the user data. Justin, FYI, what are you doing for a living? I'm a software engineer, man. This is what I do. Oh shit! Justin, FYI! Oh shit! Playboy's in the heezy. Yeah, Justin and I built Streamers GG together, and we actually worked at Azubu together. And then this one is going to be the employees. So basically what this is like, here's your user data, the game that your company is creating, and then the employees that you can possibly move that to, if that makes sense. It should make sense. Doesn't make sense? It'll likely make sense in a second. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to do var user data is going to equal get game data, because if you guys remember, last time I created a service that simply just pulls that from local storage and returns it back to you. Then what we're going to do from there is I'm going to create var employees is going to equal user data dot employees, and then var game data is going to equal user data dot games in development. And so we're only going to allow one. So basically, there we go. And boom, 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 boom. Oh man, we got viewers everywhere up in this bitch. All right, cool. So once we have this together, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this dot set state. Game data is going to be game data. User data is going to be user data. And then employees is going to be employees. So really simple stuff, guys. If you can see and hear me, please let me know. If I need to make any adjustments, I will do so. Okay, so now with that data set, what I'm going to have essentially is going to be two columns. Alright, so the first div is going to be the game data. The second one is going to be the employees, or it's going to be assign employees. Let's see. Happy New Year, bro. When you will upload new video for building social network? I already did a redux of it, bro. Maybe the next code along for the social network stuff will be after I do this one, because I really want to get a game developed for Newgrounds.com. So Hamza, that is your answer. XXXXXX. I'm a software engineer through and through. That's what I do for a living. Justin called me a code monkey, and you're goddamn right I am, motherfucker. Okay, so now that we have that part all done, okay, so now we're gonna have employees, and then, oh, with employees, guys, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna do employees.map, toss in a function, employee, and then I'm going to call this one employee assigned to, or no, I'm just going to do employee dot assigned to equal undefined. That way it's going to help us out later on. And then let's just console.log the employees. That way we can ensure that it showed up. Oh, and I saw what I did wrong right off the rip. We're not gonna have any mishaps like yesterday. So I'm gonna have a div, I'm gonna have a div, and there we go. So we got the game data. I'm gonna go to more tools, developer tools, array 0. Oh, interesting. Employees. Did I hire anyone yet? No, because I've got no one to hire. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna hire Jean Gabin. Manage game. Assigned to undefined. Perfect. Let's start with the employees because it's gonna be the simpler of the few right now. And then basically what I'm gonna do is first thing I want to do is I want to do if this dot state dot employees dot length is greater than 0. And then first off, to keep us within our scope, I'm gonna do var self is gonna equal this. Shadowzia, what up? How you doing? Shadowzia! Alright, then the next thing I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to do a var employees section. And I'm gonna add a semicolon, which is basically just gonna default it to undefined. Then what I'm gonna want to do is if the employees.length is longer, I'm gonna do employees section equals this dot state dot employees dot map. Basically, I'm in React.js. I am building a social, not a social network. Fuck, what am I building? I am building a an idle game where you run a game development studio, and this is like the bare bones of it. I haven't styled it yet or anything. I'm just building the functionality and whatnot. So that is what I'm doing. So then what we're gonna do is, and we'll just call it self.state.map. And we're doing it in a way that people haven't done it yet, so it's kind of cool. So what I want to do next is I'm going to have employee as the first parameter. Second parameter is going to be index. So basically it's representing every object in this array. Yeah, it's representing every object in the array. So then what I need to do is I'm going to return and return a div. Every div is going to have a key, which is going to be the index. And there's going to be no on-click method for this guy, but I might do a mouse over so you can like view their stats. But that's going to come with like the code cleanup portion of the application. So then basically, what I want represented as a strong is going to be the employee.name. And then we're going to do a select option value is going to equal RoboCoffee. Clicking intensifies. Oh shit, RoboCoffee. What's going on, bro? We're going to do the first one as employee. Actually, I haven't done a select menu in React before, so React select default value. Okay, so for select option tag this dot state value equals okay, yep. It's just as I thought, people. So value is gonna equal employee dot assigned to. And then from there, what I want to do is I need to give it some options. And it's going to require an onChange method. Ooh, weird. Okay, so we got this. We got this. I'm thinking, I'm moving. Okay, so before I forget, let's just build an onChange method. And we're gonna do self dot add. We're gonna call this function assign employee. And then we're going to do a dot bind this, and then yeah, actually, yeah, we need to assign this and then the index of the employee. Yep. All right. Trust me, guys. There is a madness to my method. All right. So first thing we need to do is we need to create that function now. LOL. Good toot. Well, thank you, Safal. I appreciate it, man. Hello. Am I back on? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. I've got a loose mic wire. I've got a loose mic wire. Yeah! Oh yeah, no. Thank you guys for telling me. That's why I keep the chat open. So my mic has a really loose mic wire, even though it gives some decent quality sound, given the fact I'm in a pretty echoey room. Alright, so it's not your end, it's my end. It's just a loose mic wire. If it happens again, just do exactly what you did there. Alright, so it'll give us the index and then that guy. Okay, so the next options that I'm gonna need okay, so we have writing, art, programming, writing, art, programming, music, sound, and then the next thing is we have writing, art, programming, music, sound, and then marketing. So there's two pieces of data that I'm gonna need. So if you guys remember correctly, I'm gonna need these keys to tap into it, just to basically say, hey, push this employee into this crew, update said employee. That way we can display it accordingly. So I think the best thing that we can do is we can create a hash map for games that'll display that data for us, and then we can get back to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna copy all of this right here. It's going to be a reference point, and then what I need to do is I need to create a service on my end. So I'm going to do new file, file save, and then I'm going to create a game dash service. Okay, and then gamma service, rename. I'm going to go .js on this one. Then if I save that, close it, reopen it. Okay, now we're all good. This is obviously gonna break everything, so don't worry about it for right now. I just need to make sure I don't have to go back and forth, because that's a pain in the arse. So I'm gonna create a const, and this is going to be called the I'll just call this the game management map, and it's just going to equal a hash map. So I'm going to pass in writing as a key, and then the two values it's going to have for us is going to be the array key, which is going to be the writing crew. And then it is going to have the type key, which is going to be writing. Okay. Now I'm done with that. And then from here, that way, and you guys will see where this is all going in a second. Next thing is going to be art. Type, there we go. Type art, our key, which is array key, is going to be art crew, and then what I'm going to do to speed up this process is I just need to create these real quick. So then what I'm going to need is programming. Crew. All right, programming is add a play. Then we have sound. Sound crew, blah, blah. And we're just gonna get through this shit fast. All right, cool. So then we got music. Hey, babe. Hi. What's up, babe? Yeah, what? What's wrong? All right. Do you need me to go pick it up? Okay, yeah. Alright. I might need to put a pause on the stream, guys. I misheard my wife earlier. Just give me a second. Yeah, guys, I might have to put a pause on this for a second and then come back in like an hour. No, babe. I'm going with you to pick it up. Just maybe next time tell me, not towards the end of the day, that we're picking up a table. I love you. No. Well, no, let's just pick it up today. Okay, no worries. Alright, guys, so here's what's gonna happen. I gotta go pick up a fucking table. Alright? This is like marriage miscommunication 101. I probably just didn't hear my wife good enough. So basically what I'm gonna do is I am gonna put a pause on this stream, but I will be back in 1 hour's time, and I'll give you guys 2 more hours of coding. How about that? Okay, so remember to hit follow and come on back at, I'm gonna say 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, guys, I'll see you in an hour. Bye-bye.